Somebody must have been playing with matches in the land down under, which makes me think of what's happening as a blunder. You can argue that it was something natural that started these bushfires, but I would like to take it a step further and identify with somebody specific who knows goddamn well that they initiated this treachery and ruined everything that would come to pass for these koala bears. Something horrible happened, somebody sparked a match, and now I'm more convinced than ever on my Briar Patch. So much sin is going on and evil is enormous. What's worse is it's koala bears who've really suffered for it. Whoever sparked the match and lit the land down under obviously fucked around and caused the biggest blunder. What I'd like to do to them is anybody's guess. If it's not enough that Joan of Arc was given burning flesh, koala bears are dying and someone causes mayhem. Confiscating pennies from a toddler in a playpen. If only Artful Toddler could have saved the grays and paid a pretty penny just to work around these graves. But that's a lot to ask. The children are the future, but we as adults seem to be behaving like we're losers. Something horrible happened, and we're all paying for it, and it's as unbelievable as an enchanted forest. My gut tells me somebody is directly responsible for the bushfires in Australia. Although there isn't a lot we can do to figure it out, I only hope they're punished appropriately by God Almighty, either in this life or the next one. You might have heard about the Blunder Down Under, the wretchedness we'll all be paying for when we're older, and somebody specifically deserves some exposure, and that's the guilty party who attracted this rover. You might have heard about the Blunder Down Under, the wretchedness we'll all be paying for when we're older, and somebody specifically deserves some exposure, and that's the guilty party who attracted this rover. Something horrible happened, somebody played with matches, and burnt the continent, becoming such a wretched savage. They're such a horrible person for causing this problem. I wish that we could douse these flames by flagging a shaman. I've heard over koalas for being victimized. It makes me think the other continents should synchronize. It's like nobody cares, they've got their own problems, and maybe when it comes to problems, Aussies are novice. Like what exactly have they ever needed to fret? Besides a kangaroo taking a shit on their step. It's sad because we really didn't understand a thing, and now that life is like a living hell, there's nothing that we bring. Cause we could douse the flames, just like the Amazon. If only there was intel at the fucking Pentagon. Something horrible happened, and we've been playing dumb. And if you were to ask me, I don't like what we've become. You might have heard about the Blunder Down Under, the wretchedness we'll all be paying for when we're older, and somebody specifically deserves some exposure, and that's the guilty party who attracted this rover. You might have heard about the Blunder Down Under, the wretchedness we'll all be paying for when we're older, and somebody specifically deserves some exposure, and that's the guilty party who attracted this rover. You might have heard about the Blunder Down Under, the wretchedness we'll all be paying for when we're older, and somebody specifically deserves some exposure, and that's the guilty party who attracted this rover. You might have heard about the Blunder Down Under, the wretchedness we'll all be paying for when we're older, and somebody specifically deserves some exposure, and that's the guilty party who attracted this rover.